I want to talk about repeating negative words and doing nothing about them. How many of you repeat negative words on a daily basis? I catch myself all the time. We all do it. But repeating negative words and not doing anything about it, isn't it like standing in the rain and yelling, I'm getting wet, and never stepping into somewhere where we can get dry? Because we're not doing anything about it. So, what does it do to our nervous system? What does it do to our thinking patterns when we start repeating negative words all the time? I'm stuck. I can't do anything about it. I am not good at this. I can't do this. This is horrible. My life sucks. Whatever we're saying, these negative things that we repeat, if we start repeating that, it's just like standing under the rain and you're getting wet, and we're yelling, I'm getting wet. So the next step we all know when we do that is to get out of it, right? We have to get out of it. So when we do this, what is it actually happening? Let's talk about what is it actually happening. It's actually getting ingrained into your brain that you're stuck. So you keep saying this, what does that do? Just think about it. What does that do? You're going to be more stuck. No wonder, right? We're going to be more stuck. And when we say this and we repeat, what we're doing is we're really programming our nervous system. When the brain hears the words, the negative words, we're becoming powerless. If any of you are feeling powerless, that's what it does. When we repeat negative things, it actually makes us powerless. So, what can we do? We can't stand in the rain and keep yelling, I'm getting wet. We cannot do that. We have to do something about it. So, what can we do about it? So, I want to share with you something simple but very powerful that can bring you out of that powerless place into powerful. How do we do it? That is to bring yourself here and now. Now, I talk about this all the time because it's simple, it's powerful, we all have it, but unfortunately, we don't use it to its full power. It's so powerful that we don't use it. So, how are we going to use this? Let's look at this. So, I want you to put your left hand out. This is your past. When we're in the negative world, in the negative side, when we're talking so much about negative, if you notice, you are most of the time in the past. Just think about that for a second. If you think about it, isn't it in the past that we kind of replay something that happened even yesterday or 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and we keep thinking about this past? And that past brings up lots of negative energy, negative emotions, negative words. And then we start replaying that, and we are bringing that to now and here, and we live it. And when we're living it, we're training our nervous system and our brain to stay in a loop of negativity. Negativity does nothing, just like standing in the rain and yelling, I'm getting wet. That's exactly what it does. So if you look at the past, we can't do anything about this. It's done, it's over. It can provide us lessons, it can provide us some insight into what we can do now and here, but it doesn't do anything else other than replay and keep you stuck in the negative loop. So all you can do is learn to thank it. Thank you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for everything I've learned from it and who I have become today. But I have to let it go. You have to let it go. You need to say thank you and let it go. If you keep rewinding it and replaying it, you're going to be in that negative energy all the time, and it's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve your purpose. It's not going to make your life anything other than negative, right? Now let's look at the future. A lot of us spend quite a bit of time recreating and creating stories in the future with the what ifs, right? What if this happens? Because we project what happened in the past, and we're going to project that, and then we're going to create a future. And that future is scary because there's so many uncertainties, so many things going on. We don't have any control over it, but we act as we do, and we again produce these negative stories, and then we live that negative story in our mind, in our imagination, as if they're happening, and then we keep ourselves stuck in the negative again. So that's in the future. If that's your right hand here. Only thing we can do is we have learned from our past. We should never project our past bad experience onto the future, we need to expect something that's going to be beautiful that's going to happen to us. Only with that expectation is only way we can create the life we want. So we want to really look at this future and be excited about it, not project something from past, that garbage stuff onto this, right? Just leave that, let it go, and you're going to bless this. This is amazing. You can create this. But if you keep projecting the past and creating it, you're going to create something negative. So I'm showing you how to get rid of this negativity. So we're going to bless this and let it be created for us, right? Let it happen. Instead of producing it, let it happen. And then you are going to release it. We're going to bless it and release all the future desires and the designs we want for our life. Now we're going to come here and now, because this is the only moment we all have, here and now. So I'm showing you how to become here and now by letting go of the past and releasing the future so we can be here and now. At this point, now you can start asking yourself, why am I repeating this? Now, this is a very important question. Again, whatever I say, anything I come online is going to be very simple. You're going to say, that is so simple. But unless you practice it, you will not know the power of it. So when you're here and now, in this moment, when you're able to not think about the past, not produce the future, but here to create, you can ask a question for stopping the repeating negative thoughts. What you can ask is, why am I repeating this? Is this a habit? Have I gotten used to it? Do I really like it that much that I have used to it, that I want to repeat my negative thoughts all the time to be in this negative place? Is it a habit? Or is it a fear? Is it a fear that I'm repeating this story again and living in this negative because I feel very fearful about something? Is it based on fear? Or is it an old story trying to pull you back? You know, our old stories keeps us hostage, right? So is it an old story that's keeping you back? Because when you start paying attention and start asking, your nervous system is going to interrupt. You're going to interrupt the nervous system, and you're going to interrupt that loop that you have created into thinking negative and repeating negative things. So if I want to get out of the rain, if I'm under the rain and yelling, I'm getting wet, all I can do is get out of it. And then I'm going to ask, how am I going to get out of it? Where am I going to go to get myself dry? So that's exactly what I'm saying. You have to ask questions. Why am I repeating this? Now, when you do that, you're going to bring awareness to the cycle. If it's a habit, if it's a fear, if it's a story that's pulling you back, you're going to bring awareness. Second thing I'm going to say right now that's going to sound like, oh, yeah, awareness is everything. Yes, absolutely, it's everything. Number one thing to any change is awareness. Without awareness, there is no change. I know it's simple, right? Again, something simple, but very powerful. Because when we're able to catch yourself doing this, guess what you can do next? When you're here and now, you can actually start training yourself out of the negative cycle, out of repeating negative things, because you're aware. If you're not aware, you're just going to do it. It's simple again, right? Everything I'm going to be sharing with you, any of the days that you're going to come and watch me on this live, or anytime you see me on a stage, I always share things that are simple but powerful. But in order for you to believe in it, you have to do it. So I like you to take a deep breath for 4, hold for 2, and then exhale for 8. And I want you to now think about your past, right? Put your left hand out and think about the past. What is it that you keep cycling and repeating in a cycle, right? And then you're going to thank it and let it go. And then if you're thinking and recreating about your future, same thing, bless it and release it, because nothing happens in the future. If we keep thinking about the future, it's not going to be happening today. The only thing that we can make it happen today is if you are here and now in your present moment. And here you take a deep breath and you continue with your awareness and asking, why am I repeating this? That would be your homework for today, to keep on discovering, why am I repeating this? If you want to get out of the rain, you cannot yell, I'm getting wet. You have to figure out, why are you standing there? Why can't you find a place that's dry? So, similar to here, why are you repeating this? How do we stop this? What is it based on? A habit, a fear, or an old story? Because we can really unlearn and we can really train our nervous system very quickly if we commit to awareness and being here and now. This is the only moment you can make any change. So, thank you for watching. Always bring yourself here and now into the present because this moment is the only moment where you can create, and this moment, get curious. Get curious about your life. Get curious about the things you say. Get curious about what you're repeating. I can promise you, you will find answers because all answers are within you, not within me or not within everyone else out there. It's within you. So you need to come home to yourself and really figure out what that is. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.